Even when you're a shadow of somebody else, you always have time for a manicure to get a pop of color. Based on his appearance in the Japanese anime that continued Beast Wars, Nemesis Leo Prime, aka Black Leo Convoy, or Copy Convoy, was seen in Beast Wars 2 when the Maximals got their hands on a machine that could duplicate any entity. It was used on Leo Prime in an attempt to add to the Maximal Armada. However, while he showed many traits of his original, he insisted that he was actually the original, which gave him an arrogance. Nemesis Leo Prime was released as a repaint in Legacy Evolution. Whatever you want to call it, he transforms into a dark lion, and it makes for a good counter to the said original Leo Convoy. The body might seem smooth, but there's a soft texture to indicate fur. It's more subtle than his massive and gorgeous mane over the head. Speaking of, why does the copy look like he has an actual soul? He actually gets painted eyes which look like the anime appearance. The nose and teeth are painted too, with an opening mouth. The legs have a few joints, but there's not much you can do with the fixed shoulders. I will say it's not bad to look at. There's not much kibble shown, and the majority isn't apparent thanks to the color. I love the beautiful metallic blue claws, slag girl, and the deco is between a dark charcoal and gunmetal. It looks like he came out of a printer, which I guess is the point. There are weapons stored in the body, but they're a pain to get out. If you can, they tab on the sides. Then with the flipped out guns, you get the original blaster form. As for the extra weapons, I don't know. I guess they can go in the legs, but now they look like his kibbles and bits. So far, I really like how this turned out. The original images showed it with a brown hue, and I'm glad to say that's not the case. I think it came out pretty well. Robot mode! Nemesis Black Leo Copy Leo Convoy Prime certainly looks the part, yet there's a lot of kibble, and it admittedly gets in the way of the shoulders and the lion legs stick straight out of the arms. But most of it is where it's supposed to go, so A for effort, C for style. I love the amount of gray without looking like a dead Prime again. Everything blends, but you'll see metallic blue touches with different shades of gray and dark silver throughout, picking the outline in the chest and that Maximal symbol. If you're confused why he's not a Predacon, he's a copy of Leo. I do like the lion head over the shoulder, the way the tail tucks in, and the general shape is spot on. He's a great counter to the other Leo we know. The head is good too, the battle mask, the helmet, it's all within the Prime family. Did someone say articulation? Ball joint to head, shoulders out and in, forward to back rotation below, elbow bend, waist rotation, hips out and in, forward to back rotation below, knee bend and foot tilt. Posability seems fine, aside from the kibble, though that can move as well. I think the knees could have been better though. Let's take a look at the accessories. He reuses the 4 blasters, 2 with normal pegs and 2 with the tabs. The pegged ones store in the head and can be flipped out, while the tabbed ones store in the back or can be added to the main as well. You could use them as handhelds, while the other 2 tab into the flipped out sides of the arms. The line arms come in use if you flip them forward and use these savage blades. Also, there's a matrix chamber in the chest painted with a blast port. Then there's a bonus weapon based on the Maximal Blaster that can be used separately or combined like a rifle. Wait, a black version of another guy with a gun? That means... So I will admit the transformation feels like it gets in the way of itself half the time, but it's worth it. I love the way the line mode looks. Even if it has its shortcomings, they did manage the kibble and the form pretty well. As for the robot, the kibble is certainly there, but there's a reason for it, so I can't stay mad. I love the look, I love the color used, so if you're getting invested in Beast Wars outside of the international cast, this might be something to grab. Makes me kinda glad I don't have a clone, as far as I know.
Allspark TV. Now that's just prime.